I want to ask you one other question about privacy, and read to you a statement from a former NSA employee named William Binney, who recently told a hackers conference that the NSA is putting together dossiers on every U.S. citizen, listing who we have relations with, what our activities are. Is there any truth to that, and why do stories like this persist, that you're spying on all of us?
Yeah. First of all, it's not true. We aren't putting dossiers up on every U.S. citizen. In fact, we don't have a dossier on you. I've never seen one of your emails from an intelligence perspective or otherwise, actually. So from my perspective, these are grossly out of the truth. They really are. To think that we would be collecting on every U.S. person, one, that would be against the law. Two, we get great oversight by all branches of the government. You know, I must have been bad when I was a kid. We get supervised by the Defense Department, not just the General Counsel, by the DNI, their General Counsel, so they see everything that we do, by the Justice Department, by the White House, by Congress, SISI and HIPSI, and by the court. So all branches of government can see that what we're doing is correct. And so my concern is that false statements like these seem to persist, and you see those bounce around. And it only hurts because people think, well, they must have something there, and there must be some element of truth there. The fact is, we're a foreign intelligence agency. So if you look at some of these statements that have gone in, for example, the 702 FISA stuff, this allows us to use and leverage our infrastructure to go after foreign bad guys like terrorists and other things. Non-U.S. people. We may incidentally collect, as a result of targeting that foreign person, something about a U.S. person. Working with the Attorney General and others, we have what we call minimization procedures. Every time we do that, we have to ensure to everybody that we've done this right, and this is an audible capability. And from my perspective, when you walk all the way through this, the reality is Congress knows we're not doing that. All branches of our government see that we're not doing it, and all of them can audit it. So from my perspective, it's, you know, I would add that to Bill McRaven's. Not only should we stop leaks, but we should stop reporting this clearly.
Should try and treat this like a sort of terrorist operation with an aeroplane. Allegorically speaking, we've got a 747 over London full of fuel and 450 people on board and a pile of terrorists. And we've got to try and get the aeroplane down on the ground into the corner of the airfield.
So you knew right away when you were told that important parts of your empire...
That we've got a big problem.
Yeah, not only that you had a problem, but that there was something wrong. It wasn't a question of business deals going wrong. Why was that?
That's right.
Why were you so sure that it wasn't just a question of business?
Because it's not possible that position could be presented to me by virtue of the structures.
Well, by the way the companies have been trading, you couldn't...
Trading, more importantly, the way the structures have been put in place, as far as the best of my knowledge and belief, vis-à-vis the trust and the companies underlying that trust, whether it's the Scottish companies, the Irish companies, the American companies, with the Australian companies, you know, the architectural control systems.
I can feel the adrenaline sort of pumping through when I think back to some of the things that I, many others, were required to do.
Well, there have been other times in my life where I have been involved in death, yes. But I can't talk about that.
Ici, Londres. Les Français parlent aux Français.
All the diplomats are spies. All of them.
You mean there are Secret Service operatives inside British embassies?
Well, he said, before you do anything, will you please sign the Official Secrets Act? So he produced a piece of paper and I signed it. He said, well, I can now tell you that you have joined His Majesty's Secret Service.
They said that you have no choice, Mr. Lubimov. Either your career is over or you work for us.